Dear student, welcome you again to my class. Today, I am going to discuss uh, an important lesson of your syllabus, and it is about your Unit 12, Lesson 2. So, welcome you again to my class. After this lesson, our today's lesson, Unit 12, Lesson 2, and lesson title, My Reads 2. After this lesson, I think and I believe students will be able to mass bursts of sentences, narrate incidents in a logical sequence, ask and answer questions, read and understand the text. So we will read out the whole text first, then I will discuss with you the unknown words of the text and their uses in the sentences and the parts of speech of those words. And if you, whenever you are trying to increase your vocabulary, you have to be careful in that sense that you have to learn the parts of speech of that word and its use in the sentences. If you try to learn any words in this way, I think this will be very fruitful for you all. Okay? Now I would like to tell you to open your page number 156 of your main textbook. Here, I would like to read out the text, whole text. Mr. Mainul Islam is a qualified farmer in Noaga. Mr. Islam was very brilliant as a student. He took his higher education from Mymensingh, Bangladesh Agriculture University in Mymensingh. You can understand from these pictures. This is the picture of the academic building of the university, Bangladesh Agriculture University, which is situated in Mymensingh. Okay, from this picture also you can understand this gentleman is from Noaga district, and from these are the subdivision of this district. Okay. Now, he then came back home and started advanced farming. He has two brothers also who are graduates in different disciplines. The specialty of the Islam family is that they all are living in their village and are renowned in their own fields. His younger brother, who is a Rajshahi University graduate, is a science teacher in a local school. His youngest brother is a social science graduate who likes to start a local NGO to work for this area. When asked, what makes you decided to stay here in this village? Mr. Islam smiled and said, look, it's true that we could leave this village for city life. I could be a banker or my brothers could be bureaucrats, but it didn't attract us. We are sons of the soil. Yes, we have education, but does education prepare a person only to be an officer? Don't we have any obligation to the soil that has made us what we are? Look at the lines. How passionately, how lovingly he has uttered these sentences, these words. Don't we have any obligation to the soil that has made us what we are. He also added that not every educated individual should be a job seeker. He added that since his discipline was agriculture after his education, he took the occupation of a farmer. In response to the question whether he had any frustration living in the village, he confirmed that they were indeed very pleased with their life. He said, I work in my own firm. Look at the fascination. Look at the fascination of these very gentlemen. I work in my own firm, stay with my family members, pass time with my old friends, and sleep at my own home. All these count a lot. All these count a lot. Mr. Islam is right. Many people go to cities and forget or loosen their roots knowingly or unknowingly. Mr. Islam and his brothers are great. They haven't forgotten their roots. They not only stuck to their own roots, they have been torch-bearer for the others to be respectful of their own roots. Now we learn new words, and I think there are a few important words that are unknown to you, and that's why I'm going to discuss with you some important words of this text. Qualified is an adjective. Now, it is also mean eligible, capable of. Now, you can use it in a sentence like, he is a qualified person. If I say Mr. Islam is a qualified person, you can use in several sentences. Okay? Now, eager. Eager means the intensity to do something. Here is a adjective. It's an adjective. You can also understand from this picture the meaning of his eagerness to get his success. These way you have to reach to fulfill your success. The synonym of the word is desires, keen. Advance means, it is also an adjective. It means developed, moving forward. And we can say that America or USA is a developed country. We are also developing, and inshallah, we'll be developed very soon. Developed and moving forward. Bureaucrat is a noun. It means official or administrator. Obligation is also a noun. It means liability, duty, and promise. Frustration means dejection, discomfiture. It is also a noun. You can use it in your own way, the word. If you use the word, this will be very helpful for you to memorize those unknown words. And you will be able to increase your vocabulary also. Frustration. We should not pass our days in frustration. Okay? Torchbearer. You can understand from this picture. Torchbearer means pioneer, Harbinger. Mr. Mainul Islam is the torchbearer as an artist in our country. Now, I will like to give you some individual works as you are all staying in your home. And first of all, you will pause the video for 5 minutes. Then you will match these parts of sentence with this part. Then I will give you the answer, and you will match your answer with my answer. So please, for this word, you will be given 5 minutes. Pause the video for 5 minutes. Then write down the answer. I think it won't take 5 minutes. You will be able to complete this in less than 5 minutes. Then we will match the answer with my answer. So please pause the video for 5 minutes and match them with my answer. Okay, I think you have completed your task. Now match them with my answer. Mr. Islam graduated from Bangladesh Agriculture University. Second, the specialty of Islam brothers is that city life couldn't attract them. 3, Mr. Islam never believes that if anyone has education, she or he has to have a job. Mr. Islam 4 is matched with D. Mr. Islam also believes in the duty toward roots. Matching 5, staying with the roots have multi-phase opportunities. I think all of you have done well, and very intelligently you have completed your task. Now let's move toward second task. I will evaluate you by giving you some questions. And again, I'm giving you 5 minutes. I think only 5 minutes. After only 5 minutes, you will be able to write down the answer. What made Mainul Islam come back to this village? What kind of farmer is Mr. Islam? Who never forgot their roots? What is his ambition? These are the 4 questions I am giving you, and you will pause the video for 5 minutes again. Then you will match my answer, your answer with my answer. Okay. Now I am giving you another 5 minutes. Please pause your video for 5 minutes. Then you can match them with my answer. Let's we move to the answer. The first question was, what made Mainul Islam come back to his village? The answer is, his feeling and obligation to his root made Mainul Islam come back to his village. Now the second question was, what kind of farmer is Mr. Islam? Mr. Islam is a qualified and happy farmer. The question number 3 was, who never forgot their roots? Mr. Islam and his brothers never forgot their roots, because they have shown how much love, how much respect they have or they had for their roots. And the last question was, what is his ambition? His ambition is to continue his job as a farmer during his lifetime, during his life on this earth? From this answer, you also can understand how passionately he loves his roots. Okay, let's move to the. Now I am giving you some home task for you and homework for you, and it is. I will ask all of you to write a short paragraph, not very long paragraph. At least one page you have to write for your own. After reading this text, you have to write something, the responsibility of Mr. Mainul to his roots. From this lesson, you have learned from the interview, we have seen that what he has mentioned, what is his duties, what is his contribution for his roots. So I think if you enjoy my class carefully, if you have the patience, and I think you will be able to write this paragraph very easily, and you will give those homework very in separate khatas, and we will check those after pandemic. By giving these tasks, I am going to finish and before going to finish my class, I would like to share something with you. You all know that we all are facing a very tough time. We all have to stay at home. Lockdown is going on, and there is a very rigid restriction in going outside. You have to wear your mask. You have to sanitize your hands regularly, or you have to wash your hands regularly. Most importantly, you have to stay in your home. If you go outside, please wear your mask and try to maintain all rules and regulation advised by our Ministry of Health. And please stay home and stay safe. Don't go outside for any trifling manner, for any trifling occasion. And you have some routine for yourself. And you all know you are going to take your SSC exam. You are going to sit for your SSC exam and after this pandemic, and which is supposed to be held on next February. And so you have to be very careful. If you go outside, you may carry this virus for your grandparents or the family members also. So you have to be very careful. I will advise all of you again to stay home and stay safe and don't go outside, and try to learn the lessons that we are giving on YouTube channels of our school. You will get all sorts of class of all lessons. Our teachers are working very hard according to the advice of our headmaster, and I think you all will be benefited from these classes, and you can watch them over and over, again and again. And inshallah, we hope you will be benefited from those classes. And we have no other option except this. So I will ask all of you to stay home and to stay safe. Thank you very much for your patience. I will take another class on this unit. Thank you very much.